Hello, baseball fans. Hope everybody's doing awesome out there, staying safe. Haven't hit like or subscribe? Please do so. Really appreciate your support. Best way you can help me out is by hitting like and subscribe. And hey, give away prizes to subscribers just to say thank you. So you're going to be able to get in on that. So recently, Ross Atkins said that the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen for 2023 is going to be one of the best in baseball. Yeah. A lot of eyebrows were raised there, and a lot of Blue Jays fans scoffed at that quote. However, I did a little bit of digging, and once I did, there is some validness to his point there. And what I mean is, I don't think the Blue Jays bullpen is going to be amazing, but it certainly could be great. And why? Well, let's look back at the beginning of last season and some of the pitchers that we had. It wasn't going too great up until the All-Star break. In fact, the Blue Jays bullpen was trending around 20th in all of baseball teams. Yeah, not so good. Then the second half came. We had a bit of a resurgence from Jordan Romano. Not that he was struggling that bad, but he certainly got a lot more dominant. And we coupled that with late inning outings that improved from Adam Cimber, Tim Meza. On top of that, the Jays made that acquisition at the All-Star break last year, and what they did was they got Anthony Bass and Zach Pop, but specifically Anthony Bass, who pitched extremely well for the Jays down the break. He was already at 1.54 ERA with the Marlins, and it didn't go up much higher, 1.75 with the Jays. So very solid there, and he was looking like he could be the setup man for the Toronto Blue Jays coming into this season. But hold your breath there. Toronto went out, traded Teoscar for Eric Swanson, and a lot of Jays fans were upset at this. But look at the moves that the Jays have made to fill out their outfield, adding Kevin Kiermaier and Dalton Varsho, and we acquired Eric Swanson. And when you look at Swanson and his numbers from last year, boy, oh boy, were they impressive. This guy had a 1.8 WAR and went 1.68 ERA. And he's just getting started. In fact, I suspect he is going to get better, and he's going to be ultimately the setup man for the Toronto Blue Jays next season. So think about that. You got Anthony Bass, you got Eric Swanson, and Jordan Romano. A solid 1, 2, 3 punch there. Something the Jays haven't had in their bullpen for a long, long time. Couple that with Garcia, who did okay with a 3.88 ERA. Jays are hoping that he at least stays at that level or does get a little bit better. Adam Cimber, who pitched a 3.74 ERA. Tim Meza, 3.57 ERA. And Zach Pop, that new acquisition at 3.40. Those are all not great, but solid numbers for your back-end bullpen. And there's 7 relievers right there, but I suspect the Jays will go with an 8-reliever tandem. And who's that 8th man? It's nobody else but Nate Pearson, who has been lighting it up in winter ball. And this is the first time he's played winter ball, and he's pitched as a reliever. So in some ways, the Jays have been tipping their hat of what they're going to do with Nate Pearson moving forward, moving him into a bullpen role, which I suspect could be amazing for him. If you look at how he pitched in winter ball, this guy went 11 innings pitched, had only 5 hits off of that 11 innings, and an impressive 15 strikeouts. He was throwing that high heat at 100 miles per hour, and he had all of his pitches working. And if we get Nate Pearson in exceptional form, wow. Imagine Nate Pearson, Eric Swanson, and Jordan Romano as your 7, 8, 9 guys. Now we're going from great to amazing, and there's a point to what Ross Atkins said. And let's not forget about Anthony Bass, Garcia, Tim Meza, Zach Pop, Adam Cimber. Point is, yeah, the bullpen's going to be a lot better, and it's going to be really interesting to see what the Jays do in 2023. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think there is some validness to what Ross Atkins said? Do you think the Jays will still add another arm? Or do you think one of these players might fall apart? Knock on wood that they don't. Always appreciate to hear what you have to say. Leave your comments below. More importantly, I hope everybody stays safe out there. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll ramble on soon. Take care, guys.